Hey guys, today's September the 19th of 2017. I want to go over the Uranium ETF URA and also want to go over the Euro using Gann price and time technical analysis. So please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. Looking at our URA, I got stopped out Monday. I raised up my stop just because I wasn't liking the price action on Monday and got stopped out. Let's see. This doesn't show you where you got stopped out, but it was somewhere around I put my stop around 1388, but I went a little higher and got out. So this is where I got 1435. So that's actually maybe that's where I got off 1435 because this is the first trade using a paper trade on this. So I'm not liking the price action. You can't see it on the Renko. It's just kind of like looking like it wants to go higher. But if you look at the actual candle trading, you can see the price action. You can see that it started to get weak, and I put some trend lines. I'll go over it, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. And this is paper trading. I'm just testing these strategies here. In my last video, there's a calculation, geometric calculation saying that uranium could go as high as November 20th, 21st, around there. But seasonality is saying that normally they put a high in October and then it shoots down and makes a low November, I think October, November, and then it kind of creeps up and, goes into next year, pushing higher. So that's the seasonality. So it's either you got to pick which you're going to think is going to happen. And looking at the price action is telling me that it looks like it wants to follow the seasonality. So let's see how that pans out. Looking at the uranium futures, you can see that we're kind of pushing. We couldn't hold that high at 2082, so it's kind of getting weaker, and maybe that's going to be bringing everybody down. I don't know. We'll see. I could probably chop around here, or I could just push lower. So let's see how that's going to pan out. Let's look at the charts here. This candle right here, I had mine was at 1388 right here, so somewhere around here, 1340. No, let's see, somewhere around here I got out. But anyway, look at today's action. It cracked that trend line, and I didn't like that, so I got out. Not this one. When it was pulling weaker, pushing down weaker, and not taking out the high, that's when I got worried. And that's something I would have done even if I had a position. I would have raised my stop up just to get out because it's looking weak. And today showed that the bears are getting more stronger. And that's it. It could hold, this angle right here. Bulls could come here, but if they can't defend this, it's going to find support at that 1360. And if it can't hold that, it's going to probably retest this low. But if you were bullish, then, tomorrow should open up, push up, and get back above here, or maybe find support here and then just kind of trend higher and hold this angle. But if this angle gets violated, because this is from the swing low of June the 20th, there's not an angle, if you doing the angle trend lines, that it's going to hold. This is only one right here. If you look back, there's one down here, but it's going to have to come all, you look at the angle, it's going to have to come all the way down here, and you don't want that. So let's see if this holds this week. It's getting in a triangle right here. It's getting a tight triangle, so it's going to break out somewhere. It's either going to go to the upside or it's going to go to the downside. If it goes to the downside, it's going to follow the seasonality. If it goes to the upside, then it's going to invert the seasonality, and it's going to, follow the geometry analysis that I did of November 21st, 22nd. Wanted to show you, same thing here, you see, closer. What's interesting, too, that if you get this high right here, the swing high of February the 12th, 15, sorry. And you get, put it on that pivot right there. Look how nicely it's holding the resistance of not letting it push up. So that's good too, because then you're getting in a wedge. And, tomorrow and Thursday and maybe Friday, it's gonna go somewhere. Let me tell you, it's gonna go somewhere, and it's gonna go with some Momo. So keep your eyes on it. Let's see, where am I? Euro. I'm finding the Euro very fascinating. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 10 minutes. So I'm 5 minutes in, so I got roughly around 4 minutes to talk about the Euro. So we got the swing high of May 8th of 2014, and we pummeled all the way down, kind of chopped around here, 13, March, chopped around, fake outs here and there, mad chopness, and then pummeled all the way to January the 3rd, and then got this momentum spike up. So what you're seeing right here is what I call the Gann grid. I wait for like a nice, obviously bullish move, because you could have done it here, but then you would have been caught with this chop, and nothing was showing me conviction, especially when you got this high here, and then you come here, and you can't even take out that high to show me some bullish conviction, then shoot lower. But now that we got this swing low, and we got this massive, look at that angle, that speed of the Euro, almost about, it looks like it wants to kiss the 50%, which is that 2166. Then that's when you do the Gann grid and you put your angles. I haven't finished doing my Gann grid, masterpiece, but this is just kind of like a rough. It's just telling you where you at. This is the 45. I haven't, normally give it the dash greens, but it just kind of tells me, the big picture of where the Euro's at. We already just did 25% in regards to time. And then you got the 37.5, and then you got the 50. So it'll be halfway the move from the swing pivot low of January the 3rd all the way to May 8th of 2014. So it's pretty much, it's kind of respecting it. You see it's finding support in this angle, pops up, finds support there, jumps up. Now you kiss the 25, kind of, flusters and goes back and forth. Algo's going back and forth, and then boom, gets a pop, pushes, finds support now at the 37.5, boom, pushes, and now we hit the 25% in time from the swing, and now this is where we're at. And doing the geometry analysis, it's telling me, and it could be wrong, but it's telling me that somewhere around here, it could be a possibility that it could be a turn. I need to do some statistical analysis on the Euro in regards to see how the month of September behaves. What does it normally do in September and October, November, and December, and just kind of look how the year pans out. If you look at the seasonality using the Thinkorswim, you can see that Euro normally right here on the 19th sells off. What year was that? That's orange. That's 2008. Well, obviously. 2008 was just an ugly year. So there, the 2008 sells off. The purple is 2007. That kind of went sideways. The 2010 is a yellow. It continued going up. The gray is 2011. It was selling off already from over here. So, you gotta, this is just showing you, visual what the Euro normally does. And this thick red line is the average. So it looks like on the average, it kind of sells off somewhere around September and, finds a low in October. And the average is telling us, the average is telling us it kind of goes sideways and it kind of goes lower. And it ends the year kind of flat. So that was the average over here. So, but I got some systems of data mining that, could tell me exactly what goes on looking at the analysis. So I just wanted to share that with you. I got my eye now on the Euro. I mean, it was a nice move going up. Is it going to go up forever? No. I believe there's going to be a retrace. It's going to catch a lot of the bulls off guard. So That should be interesting. Normally, WD Gann says the best risk, the best place to get in that is, with less risk is when it does that first impulse and pushes down, get in there. So maybe I'm looking at maybe pushing it down, riding it, and then shooting up. So we'll see. Hopefully you like this video. I'll be covering more things. My next homework would be finding out what does the euro do statistically around September, October, November, and December. And then kind of see if the geometric analysis matches with the statistics of the euro. Give it a thumbs up, like if you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the markets.